After 3 amazing days exploring the Isle of Mo, it's time for the next adventure, taking our motorhome to Glenfinnan and the legendary Isle of Skye. Will we find epic landscapes? Will the weather cooperate? Will our motorhome survive the tiny winding roads? Stick around as we take on Scotland's inner Hebrides, one adventure and probably one rainstorm at a time. Our first stop as we headed to the Isle of Skye was none other than the famous Glenfinnan Viaduct, aka the Harry Potter Bridge. Because, let's be real, that's why most people come here. We made sure to arrive before 9 a.m. to snag a good parking spot for the motorhome. We highly recommend doing the same if you're in a larger vehicle. It's a good thing we arrived when we did because the parking lot is full. Look at this. First stop, grabbing some much needed coffee from the little stand near St. Mary and St. Finnan Church, because nothing says prepared for adventure like caffeine in hand. The coffee and church are just a short walk away after exiting Glenfinnan Car Park. The Glenfinnan Viaduct stands at 30 meters high and stretches 380 meters long, making it the longest concrete railway bridge in Scotland. Built in 1898, this engineering marvel has been carrying trains across the Scottish Highlands for over a century, though these days it's better known for carrying a certain wizard and his friends to Hogwarts. This thing is massive. We made our way to the viewpoint to watch the famous Jacobite Steam Train chug across the viaduct, along with quite a few other eager fans. If you want a prime viewing spot, get there early to stake your claim.
Hi, there's a lot of midgies.
Midgies in rain. Not too bad on midgies, but enough to be annoying. As we waited, the excitement built. Then, the moment everyone was waiting for, just as the train was approaching from behind the trees, a hush fell over the crowd. The first puff of smoke appeared, followed by the distant sound of the train horn. And for a brief moment, it felt like we were all in a movie scene. Then, as it chugged its way across the viaduct, cameras clicked like paparazzi at a red carpet event. If you happen to miss the Jacobite Steam Train, don't worry. You might just catch a ScotRail train instead. Not quite the same magic, but hey, a train's a train, right? After that much-anticipated event, we took a short walk to see the Jacobite Monument, a stunning tribute to Scotland's history, while also soaking in the incredible views all around. And if you have time, St. Mary and St. Finnan Church is worth a visit. Beautiful architecture and a peaceful escape from the crowds. Between the viaduct, the monument, and the moody Scottish weather, Glenfinnan was the perfect first stop on this leg of our journey. Now onwards to the Isle of Skye.
Well, looky here. We found our twin.
After Glenfinnan, we drove back to Fort William, and from there started our way to Skye. It took us a little bit longer than we had planned to leave Glenfinnan, and we wanted to arrive here in Skye around 2 or 3 p.m. Obviously we stop, we take pictures, we record, so you need to account for that, those extra minutes here and there. The weather is very rainy right now. We wanted to do a few things today. We wanted to go see Talisker Bay, and there's an Oyster Shed that has like fresh seafood, so we might need to squeeze that in tomorrow. So we checked in here to, it's called Glenbrittle Campsite. I think we're about 13 minutes from the ferry pools, and our plan is to go there tomorrow morning. Hopefully it's not raining as much as it is right now, and not as cold. Right now we're just making some dinner, trying to make some homemade food, because we've been eating out. It's been kind of a rush everywhere, and the kids are craving homemade food. So we've got some rice cooking here, gonna make some ground beef, some vegetables, and a tomato salad.
Good morning, everyone. We are here at the Glenbrittle car park in Scotland. You can see we come to this unbelievable view, and now we are heading to ferry pools, Talisker Bay, and later on we'll go to a ferry glen, and then we are heading to Portree. Then we're going to do the Kurang.
All right, so it looks like the rain has come to a halt for now. At least we see some blue skies coming. It's 9 a.m. Still pretty foggy up in the mountains up there, but we're gonna head over to the ferry pools. So in a way, I think it was good that it was raining yesterday, because it gave us a chance to get some rest, much needed rest, because we've been going non-stop since we got here. Really, we went to sleep earlier. It's kind of hard to go to sleep early here because it gets dark so late in June, and yesterday was the official first day of summer, so June 21st. Although it was cloudy and rainy, and we didn't see any sunset or anything like that, so it did get dark a little bit earlier, but we got more sleep, and now we're refreshed and ready to go again and go enjoy some of the Isle of Skye. Hopefully gonna see some places that we haven't seen before, because we've been here a couple of times. So if you're new to our channel, go through our playlist or videos, and you'll see videos of the Isle of Skye from previous trips. The ferry pools were just a quick 10-minute drive from our campsite, and thankfully we arrived early enough to snag a parking spot. But by 10 a.m., the lot was already filling up fast. So take our advice, either get there bright and early or try your luck later in the afternoon. So it's just barely 10 a.m. How many people already? The pools stretched on longer than we expected, and we ended up spending about 2.5 hours here, partly because we were taking photos and videos, and partly because we didn't make it to the very end, thanks to some incoming rain and some rather strong wind gusts. The ferry pools on the Isle of Skye are like something out of a fantasy novel. Crystal clear blue waters cascading through a rugged highland landscape, with a backdrop so stunning it almost makes you forget how cold the water is. Well, almost. We had grand plans of doing a refreshing cold plunge, but between the wind, the chilly air, and our deep love for staying warm, that idea was quickly abandoned. Maybe next time, or maybe never. The trail starts off with a nice, well-maintained path, but as you keep walking, that path disappears, and things get, let's just say, a little squishier. Overall, it's an easy walk. The final stretch does have a bit of an incline, but it's nothing too dramatic, especially if you get good weather. Unlike us. Apparently, sideways rain was going to be the theme of the day.
It's crazy windy.
For lunch, we finally got to try a spot we'd been eyeing for years, the Oyster Shed. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. The only problem? It was packed, and there was no chance of parking the motorhome there. So we grabbed our food to go and found a spot up the road to enjoy some seriously delicious seafood.
And these platter are so good. I'm not finished yet, but I'm going to finish all this right here. And the guy was telling me that all these fish, clams, everything was catch it on the same day, and everything's like fresh, nothing frozen.
So local food, you're supporting a local business, eating very good seafood. This smoked fish here, so delicious, my gosh. Everything, I haven't tried these yet. This is good. The shrimp is amazing. I need to try the lobster.
We got salmon, smoked salmon, crab, shrimp scampi, lagosteen. To try the clam. Well, she's going first and Caleb's going second.
I'm nervous.
Nervous about what? It's just food. It's good.
Doesn't really taste anything. Mostly just tasting the one.
After lunch, as we kept driving, we spotted a gorgeous waterfall and naturally pulled over for some photos. But just as we were admiring the view, a mama sheep and her baby trotted into the scene and completely stole the show. And then, plot twist, another sheep strutted in, possibly on security duty, a bodyguard, an overly concerned neighbor. Who knows, but watching their little family drama unfold was way more entertaining than the waterfall. We are on our way to Talisker Bay Beach. I'd heard a lot about Talisker Beach and had been dying to check it out the last time we visited the Isle of Skye, but we didn't quite make it, so this time we were determined. Parking though, not exactly a dream. There's not much space, but luck was on our side, and we found a little corner to park the motorhome. Crisis averted. The walk to the beach is pretty scenic. First, you wander through a farm, then through a cozy wooded area. And finally, this massive field covered in bright yellow flowers. We didn't spot the waterfall at first, but as we kept walking, it peeked through like, hey, I'm over here. Our walk from the car park took us about 30 minutes to reach the beach. We've got a waterfall in reverse up there. Upwards. If you can time it right and catch the tide at low, you'll get that epic black sand beach vibe. Though we still got a bit of it, the tide was already creeping in. And of course, because it's Scotland, just as we're getting settled, the clouds rolled in with sideways rain and wind, pretty much the perfect ending to the day. We start our walk with nice weather, okay weather. Okay, it wasn't sunny, but it was cloudy, but not windy. And now we're getting gusty winds and a little bit of rain, right? But at least we have a nice view. Time to leave. It's raining again. The rain is going sideways. We get like little gusts of it. But I'm soaking wet already. My hair is wet. I haven't been this excited to see the car park since earlier today. The rain is kind of just like flying sideways because it's a mist. It hits your face. I think I have a waterproof jacket, but my pants are not waterproof. My boots are. And we forgot to get your waterproof jacket, right? Stayed in the motorhome. It was really warm when we left, but now it's not cold, but the rain and the wind kind of makes it cold. So. We all just took showers, but it's like gusty winds and rain. Careful, you're wearing flip-flops. Hello, Daddy didn't dry your hair? And that's the weather for us tonight. There's supposed to be mountains back there. I'll show you what it looks like here. But yeah, this is all we have is low visibility, fog, crazy strong winds. Even the motorhome has been kind of shaking. We are baking a pizza using Wi-Fi because we haven't had a lot of data. And we're gonna warm up some mac and cheese and a soup that I bought at the co-op.
This campsite has a nice kitchen sink and a microwave. And the shower facilities are very nice and clean.
So if you want to go explore Scotland, they give you this super staple Scottish little gift bag, so let's review it. We got these little caramel wafer biscuits, some whiskey.
For parents only. Not while driving.
Tablets.
Scottish tablet.
Scottish tablets. Haggis. Iron brew.
Need to give that a try and a review.
And you get this super cute little magnet. Look at how cute it is.
Yay! This is awesome.
Thank you, Go Explore Scotland.
In our next video, we enjoy our last day on Skye and head back to Glasgow. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more of our Scotland and world adventures.